My good friend coming up to the stage. He's a local. Give it up for my good friend, Mr. Deezil. Greezil!
How y'all doing? Y'all did a fantastic job of clapping for someone you never heard of. I love fake enthusiasm. It's like sex. I love it. You faked it. You totally faked it. And I'll be back. Has anybody ever seen me perform before? Fuck, I got the same jokes. That's how that happens. A little bit about me. I'm recently divorced. You can clap for that. Yeah, man. I was married 12 long, miserable years. Marriage is so bad they made a movie about it called 12 Years a Slave. Anybody see it? I was a horrible husband, man. I wasn't good at it, man. I think my marriage would have lasted longer if my wife had an assistant. But, no, I didn't want two wives, but I did want her to have help, you know? Like someone to help with the things that were wearing her out around the house, like the dishes and taking out the trash. Sucking this dick, you know, like someone that she could just tag in when she needed help around this motherfucker. Like, teamwork makes the dream work, you know, it does. See, when you're married 12 years and you get divorced, people ask you stupid fucking questions. Biggest question I get is, what did you learn? After 12 years of a failed marriage, what'd you learn? I'll tell you what I learned. Never get rid of all your hoes. like, no successful organization is built on the back of a new hire. You know, like, there's no substitute for experience, man. As you can see, I'm petty, you know, I'm working on it. That's why I'm single, because I'm petty. I'm working on it, man. I realized that I've had horrible dating. I tried the online dating. Anybody try that? Yeah, man, my online dating is not going well because my internet's cut off, so it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult, you know? Like, it's a barrier to entry is all I'm saying. Like, no, but I tried the dating apps. You ever try Tinder, swipe left, swipe right? Yeah, you try that? Yeah, man. This shit sucks. It's demoralizing. See, I got on Tinder thinking I was a solid 8. Turns out I'm like a 4 in the possible. So it's like, you know, so. I met this one little chick on Tinder, like one little chick, and by little chick, I mean, she was a midget, you know? Like, and I probably should have knew she was a midget because I could see her head and feet in the profile pic. Yeah. It's almost like she was a catfish nugget, you know? Like, I love catfish nuggets. You can dip them, you can flip them. You know? But I'm open-minded. And midgets have big booties. I don't know if you know that, but all midgets have fat asses. So I went over to her house, I picked her up. Buckle a little bit, safety first. Right? Like getting the ticket, you know? So we get to the spot, things are going well. Here's a pro dating trip. Midgets get drunk on half the liquor. So now I'm saving money, right? This is a fiscally responsible date. Things are going well. It's going well. I get up, I go in the restroom, I come out, the little chick is in handcuffs. That's what I said. I'm like, what's going on? I go talk to security. He's like, bro, she kept coming up short on the tab. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. So obviously, that was my last date with her, you know. I mean, I got a lot going on with this comedy thing, and I can't afford to be around no one with a drinking problem, even if it's just a little one. That's a horrible joke. Like, my goal every show is to take one person to hell. I got 8 tonight, you know. But I'm petty, man, and I know it's me. I know it's me, man, because I will break up with a woman for any reason. You know the most petty reason I ever broke up with someone? Her kids were ugly. Granted, She was my baby mama, but the point still remains. Like, rules are rules, man. You don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I don't want to be seen in public with ugly kids, man. Like, I don't care what that makes me. Because people will judge you. You see a man and a woman and an ugly child, what'd you just see? An ugly family, right? Now you're looking at the parents trying to see where the ugly came from. It's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. Horrible luck with dating, man. I met this one girl, we had 3 good dates, and then shit got weird. Right before the 3rd date, she said, hey, you know, babe, I got something I gotta tell you. So I was like, oh, this bitch is a man, right? I've seen this movie before, I know where this is going. But it was worse than that. She wasn't a man, it was worse. She told me when she was younger, when she was in high school, she used to be in special ed. Yeah. And I'm like, that's a first date conversation, right? You don't wait till the 3rd date to tell me you used to be slow. Right? We've been parking in the back. They got all these spots in the front. Like, you should have said something, ma'am. You gotta use what you got to get what you want, you know? But I'm a man, and men are simple. So what I really wanted to know is, how special we talking? Because as a man, we have a sliding scale of retarded, we still fuck. Like, I'm not gonna go full-blown retard, I'm not. But if you dyslexic, you can get this dick. That's all I'm saying, like, it's all inclusive. I think technology is ruining my dating life, man. Like things like people going through your cell phone, social media, heated seats in my car. Had a date with this chick, turned on my heated seats in the car. Whole car started smelling like seafood. I was like, wait a minute. Did you eat before you got here? I'm still healing, honestly. There's a lot of room for growth. So, we got any parents here? We got any parents? You got all these happy people, no kids? That's awesome. So yeah, man, I have 5 amazing kids, man. 5 amazing kids. I love them all. Take care of every single one of them. But I tell you what, if I have another baby, I'm not gonna take care of it. You know? If I take care of 5 out of 6 kids, what's that, like 83%? Shit. No, some people don't take care of none of their kids, so not gonna shame me for being a B+ parent, damn it. Just start somewhere, you know? I love my kids. The thing about my kids to get on my nerves is my kids do not respect boundaries. They don't. Like, they love YouTube. Problem with YouTube is all they do is watch videos of how to spend my money. Right? So every good idea is like, Daddy, look at this. Daddy, look at that. And I gotta explain to them that little kid playing with those toys in that video, Mom and Daddy still live together, you know? And I'm on child support, so shit's different on my end, right? Your mom left, she took everything. She tried to take the Wi-Fi, but it was invisible, goddammit. Like, kept falling out of her purse. The kids, they don't care. They're like, Daddy, look at this. Daddy, look at that. So you gotta meet kids where they are. So I start pulling up YouTube videos of kids that I wish were mine. I'm like, hey, look at this. Look at LeBron James dunk that basketball. Isn't that cool? They don't respect boundaries. The newest thing my kids do is they will unplug whatever the fuck they want and plug in their iPhone, plug in their tablet, get up in the morning to make coffee, your Keurig's unplugged, but their phone's charging. We were hanging out at my mom's earlier today. I noticed my mama was nodding in her chair. They unplugged my mom's oxygen. Like, why in the fuck would you unplug grandma? My daughter's like, well, my phone's on 10%. Well, grandma's on 1%. They plugged her back in. My mom did a factory reset. It was like, We had to teach her name again. I'm like, damn it. Kids suck, man. I love them though, man, but they don't respect boundaries, man. My youngest daughter, she's my sweetheart, it's my favorite. And I don't want her to grow up and be a hoe like her mom. Just putting it out there, you know? So I Googled how to stop her from being a hoe. They have answers, man. It says spend time with her. Easy enough. So I took her out on a daddy-daughter date, you know. It was going well. I thought it was going well, but then my daughter did some shit that I thought was weird. She fucked up the whole date. Like, she tried to feed me. She's being cute. She wanted to feed me. She tried to stick a wet Cheeto in my mouth. Gross, right? I slapped it out of her hand like it was a dick. Like, what is wrong with you? I felt like I got Me Too'd by a 10-year-old. I'm like, why don't you put that shit near my mouth? What the fuck's wrong with you? I was livid, and she could tell I was pissed. So we're in the car, we're driving home, and she's trying to fix it. She's racking a little 10-year-old brain to fix it. She says, Dad, I don't know why, but your car reminds me of a Lamborghini. I'm like, word? A Lamborghini? Keep in mind, I drive a minivan, you know? So I'm feeling real good about this Lamborghini compliment. I'm like, hell yeah. But then I got nervous with anxiety, and I was like, I'm gonna take her to a car show so she can see what a Lamborghini actually looks like before she ends up with a fat dude in a minivan, you know? Because I wasn't honest about my financial situation. Like, it's a Dodge Journey, baby. This ain't a Lamborghini, huh? My oldest son, man, he's turning into a man. So it's an awkward time in the house because he's finding himself. And he has to take a sex education class. So his mom's like, you need to talk to him so he doesn't sound like you. You know, that's reasonable. So I stood him down. I'm like, son, it's 2024. We got different sexual orientations. We got the L, the G, the B, the T, the Q. He stops me, says, Dad, I already know. I know everything. So I said, okay, so what do you know? He says, oh, I've given it much consideration, and I'm going to be bisexual. And I said, ooh, okay. He said, yeah, Dad, I'm just going to pay for sex. So I had to explain to him that's not what bisexual means. It's not like, because anyone who pays for sex is called a husband, you know, and like you can do way better. Like, you can do way better, son.
It ain't gonna stop either.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible. That's horrible, man. Kids are a trip, though. Like my youngest, my daughter, like I said, she's my favorite. And she wants to be a comedian just like her dad, which I think is awesome, right? Her mom hates it, but I hate her mom. So it's like, you know. So I get a call from the school. They're like, you got to pick your daughter up right now. She said something inappropriate. I know my baby. So I get to the school. I'm like, Natalie, what the fuck did you say to these people? You know? She says, Dad, I have a friend named Bobby and he doesn't have any arms. I'm like, what the fuck? She says, knock, knock. I said, who's there? She says, not Bobby, he doesn't have any arms. It's like, get your ass in the car. That's a damn good fucking joke, you know? Get in the car. So we're walking out to school in the hallways and she sees Bobby and she waves, she says, bye, Bobby, and he just nods. Bobby didn't have any fucking arms. And I'm wondering why they're in the same fucking class. I'm like, what's going on here? They told me my baby was special. Read the fine print, man. Read the fine print. And so I like to take these moments like this whenever I have such diverse crowds. That would be sarcasm. But I like to take these opportunities, man, to spotlight the differences between black and white people, man, because there's really not a lot. We're basically the same, except for one fundamental fact. White people plan their kids. Black people, we just have babies. You know? No black family has ever planned a kid. Every time a black family has a kid, it's like a surprise birthday party, believe it or not, right? And the only people that know about it are the people that's coming. Y'all been fantastic, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Professionally Black. I am the incomparable Deezil Greezil. Thank you.
One more time for Deezil, Greezil! All right, guys, are you ready for your final comedian for the night, guys? Our last comedian, all the way from Arizona, guys. Give it up for my good friend, Ali.